subscribe to the fl0m clips and highlights channel, and holy shit, I don't even want to make this video because I'm like hoping it's not true and hoping that somehow they just have it wrong. No, but actually don't forget to subscribe. Actually, dude, this is... And yeah, so if some things look a little mistranslated, it's because it's all in Danish and I use Google Translate. But the headline is pretty obvious. Bro, man, well, there goes the G2 idea. Heroic Core literally got bought the food. Wait, what the... That's Madden, right? That's Madden's translation? That's too funny. The food. Dude, I'm in shambles that they benched the food. Anyway, let's get serious here, guys. Get serious, man. Man, also, how the hell is... Dude, Magisk and Zodic have a bond that runs deep. They made a blood pack somewhere for sure. Dude, Nico, Monesi, kyousuke, or kyousuke, is that how you're supposed to say it, right? Christ, man. They can't keep getting away with this. See, this actually makes the team decent, I think. No, but like before, everybody's like, fl0m. Does this make Falcons good? And me just having to repeat myself, this is just G2 light and worse. And so they wouldn't be like favorites to be better than the teams above them in the top 5. And that's kind of how I felt. And now I don't feel that way. You know what's weird is Testis was like playing really well when they first brought this project together, and it's just been poo ever since. And I think the real like hidden benefit here is, you know how well the young players played when playing with Nico? Like, despite what the community and people watching will tell you, because Nico gets angry, so he's toxic, or like gets frustrated, is like every young player that's played with Nico wants to keep playing with Nico. So kyousuke getting to play with Nico and Monesi there now, I just feel like this is maybe one of the best environments he could ever like. It's not fair, man. So now I think, depending on his development, Kia's, this is kind of the ceiling and the floor for the team for me. I think Magisk is dodging a bullet, and I think his time will come if he doesn't basically these two are on fraud watch for me. This is final episode. We've been saying this, and I'm going to repeat it. This is the season finale of Fraud Watch. Find out if it's true or if, we just wait. Like these two, because this guy was a really good IGL with 2 different coaches, and when he IGLs with this guy, he looks like noob. So something happened. Something absolutely happened. Yeah, I'm looking at this guy, and this guy's been poo. And I defended him a lot, and I thought he'd get better when his team around him got better. But being honest, like if you look at anchors in the top 5, if that's where they're going to be competing, he will be the worst anchor. That's just, there's not really, I don't think there's anybody that would try to argue with me on that. Like Magisk will, if they are competing with top 5 teams with this roster, if he does not elevate his game, he will be the worst anchor in that level of competition that they're playing. I think at the end of the day, though, this is the type of move that they actually had to make. If they're going to be serious about being a top 5 team, this was the move they needed to make. I thought it would be Magisk before Testis, if I'm being real, but if it depended on who they were bringing in, right? So like I didn't consider that they would make this move. Seemed like they've been going for more veteran players the entire time. So going for essentially a rookie, like he's not really a rookie. He has a lot of reps in tier 2 and he's ready, but like, you know what I'm saying? So I didn't expect this, but this is the type of move that would actually make them not G2 light and actually a formidable force in terms of firepower with the other teams in top 5. I don't know if kyousuke can speak English. Well, I don't know either. I actually have no idea how good or bad his English is. I do know that he said previously that he would like to play in an international roster if that's how he has to play tier 1 Counter-Strike. Yeah, we'll see. That could be a huge hindrance to his development, and if it's not good, or if it's like he's starting it while he joins Falcons, yeah, that could be a huge hindrance as well. In an interview he had serviceable English, then yeah, like that's probably will get better with time as well. I mean, at the end of the day, I think Bit really struggled with English, and now he can speak English just fine, and you saw like his improvement in the international roster. So if he's already like ahead of where Bit was to start, I imagine he'll only get more comfortable and more productive in this roster. Yeah, man, this is Falcons hate watchers are going to be in shambles because this is a really good move, and this is the type of move that actually makes them. It's not to say that Monesi is irrelevant. That would be fucking stupid to say, but Nico Monesi with Testis playing, this was just G2 light that wasn't going to really be any different. This move makes it so, depends on, it's a lot of weight on his shoulders, but if he's even half as good or 3/4 as good as most people think he's going to be, including myself, this team will be incredibly dangerous. Is this a reliable rumor? Dust 2 US is literally like it's HLTV but regional. So this means basically that a Danish reporter, Matto, who works for Dust 2, got the source first and probably just put it here first, and it'll probably be on HLTV later if I had to guess. But yeah, huge news, man.